Hi, I'm down in my studio today and I had a bunch of comments on one of the videos that I made. I wanted to do a little more in-depth video about picture framing. I have this used picture frame and I wanted to show you some hardware for the back. So I have the picture frame. This is an 8x10. I'm going to use a smaller one just to kind of show you some of the products. You can buy these in hardware stores. I usually get the larger packs from Amazon. They come in usually like 20 to 30 at a time. And I happen to do a lot of picture framing, so I like to buy the big quantity. But I wanted to show you some tricks. If you haven't done any picture framing and you take a picture frame apart and you don't know what to do, I kind of want to walk you through the steps. So I've got a piece of foam core here and I've got the picture frame. Now, if the glass and the foam core that you put in the picture frame is not even with the back, what you use, these are called Fletcher points, okay? This is a Fletcher gun, and inside you'll see these are the points that go in there. So let's say you're putting a picture frame together and it's not, you can see that there's, a lot of space here. It's not even. So you take the Fletcher gun and you just kind of put it in there like that. That's what's going to hold the picture in the frame. Okay. So that's if the picture frame is deep within the rabbet. This is called the rabbet. This little piece right here. Okay. So that's choice number one. Choice number two, I'm going to put another piece of backing in here because a lot of times you have a couple mats, you've got a back. So this time it's even. It's almost even. I could throw another piece in here. It's almost even. Okay. So in this case, when the backing of the frame and the frame are just about even, there's another product that you can get besides the one I just talked about. This is called a turn button. And it looks like this. You can get, again, on Amazon, or you can get these in hardware stores or picture framing places. And basically what it is, I'm gonna try to get the camera close. When it's even like that, you wanna put that on the frame and then you screw it in. Okay, so that's choice two. Then choice three, let's say it's super thick, right? I'm gonna put another piece of cardboard here. Let me find it. And I'm going to put it on like that. Now let's say the piece, just for argument, the piece comes out over the top like that. See how that's over? Now when you have this situation, you want to use what's called an offset. This is an offset for pieces that come over the back. A lot of times with canvases that happens because the canvas obviously is much bigger than the rabbet of the frame. So and I wanted to explain too, there's two sizes. Actually, there's many more than two, but I typically use one of these two sizes. I'm gonna show you real quick. This is an 1/8 inch offset, and that is a 1/4 inch offset. So these offsets, and a lot of times in canvases, when you're putting canvas in a frame, you can screw both of those in. It secures the canvas in there. A lot of times with stuff like this though, you don't really have to do that. You just use a screw in one of these. Now, when you order the offsets, the turn buttons, you're gonna wanna order these screws that go with it. I usually use a Phillips head just because I use a Phillips head screwdriver, and it's much easier than trying to use the straight screwdriver. So the offsets will hold in, you see how it holds in the back of the picture. So I usually put 2 on either side, and that's what you do for different depths within the rabbet of the picture frame. Now let's say I have the picture frame all done. I have everything set in place. I have the offsets on there. This is double stick tape. Now you can get this in smaller rolls, and basically what you want to do is just take this off here and put it on. And then I'm talking about if you want to put paper on the back of a frame. Sometimes with canvas, you don't usually put the paper on, but with any other piece, you do. And I ordered basic craft paper that you can get in a roll. Again, I do a lot of picture framing. Almost all of my paintings are framed. So, so I do use these products quite a bit. That's why I order them in bulk. So you want to put tape all the way around here. You put your paper on, and then you take a straight X-Acto knife and just cut the paper off the edge. Now, most times when galleries want your work, they want 1/3 of the way down to put your wire. Again, now I have to leave the camera for a second. Sorry about that. Didn't prepare for this. These are the wire holders that I use. And so you measure from the top, if this is the top of your picture, and you want to come down. I usually take an awl just so I have my point made. I take the awl and I measure it from a certain distance. Like a lot of times I'll use it here on a small picture frame. If it's a large picture frame and I want to do it 1/3 of the way down, I usually use the whole awl as my measuring tool. But for this, I'm just kind of eyeing it. That's about 1/3 of the way down. I take the awl, I put it in there, I make my hole. Of course, I would have craft paper here. And then I put these are called screw eyes, but same formula as regular screw eyes. So the wire holders, you put those there, and then your picture's secure in there. And but I just wanted to explain that because she had said, what do you do with pieces that don't fit in there? So just to recap real quick, if it's underneath, if you have to go into the rabbet of the frame, you want to get a Fletcher gun and you want to get the Fletcher points. Don't get the individual Fletcher points. Those are a major pain in the ass. Get the ones that come together. They come in a long string. This is a short string because I've used half of them, but they come in a string about 2.5 inches long. You put them in the gun and then you just pull the trigger. I always hold the frame. Don't ever have your hand here when you're doing it, because if it slips, I have had this thing put these points in my fingers, which is not the greatest experience to happen in the world. So you want to put those in. If it's even, if it's completely even with the back, you want to use the turn. These are called turn buttons. They look like that. And the third one are called offsets, 1/4 inch and 1/8 inch offsets. So I hope this helped somebody. If you have any questions, please PM me and I will try to answer as quickly as possible. Thank you.